Hey guys, welcome back. Jeb Smith, Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage. I'm actually wearing a jacket today. It got down into the 60s here in Southern California, so that's jacket weather for us. But anyway, that's not the reason I'm here. The reason I'm here is to talk about Prop 13. So a couple weeks ago, I did a video on Prop 13, what it is, why it's a positive thing for California homeowners. And I'll link to that video below. I won't get into detail about Prop 13 in this video because you can go back and watch that one. This is more talking about the amendment to Prop 13 that is going to be in the ballot. I think either this coming year or in 2020, not 100% sure, but it is coming up. And that ballot is essentially going to repeal the way, it's going to change the way that Prop 13 currently works. So, currently if you own a property, just a really small bit of Prop 13, what I'm going to talk about here is if you own a property, residential property, an investment property, primary residence, what have you, when you buy it, the property taxes are based on that value. And each year, the property taxes can go up, but it's limited in how much you can how much the taxes can go up every year. So Prop 13 essentially keeps your tax basis low on your primary residence, investment properties, etc. Well, the way that the new law is written with Prop 13, it is written to speak basically to commercial properties, but what the change is that if you own property that is not your primary residence, so an investment property, then essentially the tax basis would change. It would go up to more or less whatever the current market value is, whatever they decide that the property value on that property is worth. So if you're an investor or a family that owns not only a primary residence but owns multiple other properties, those other properties, the tax basis is going to change on those properties if this gets repealed or gets amended. So now you'll have properties that may no longer cash flow. It may no longer make sense to own those properties because of where the property taxes will be. And so when you're reading the bill, it actually makes it sound like it's just commercial properties, but what they're doing is they're lumping anything that is not a primary residence into that commercial property title, if you will. And so any property that isn't your primary is gonna be amended with that new property tax base, assuming or if that Prop 13 bill gets amended. So just make sure you know what you're voting for, because it's going to come on the ballot here in California. And this is important because it looks like it's not affecting you. It looks like that the money that they'll be making off of this, off the higher property taxes, will be helping schools, etc. And that's all great. It is going to be helping schools. I have kids. I have 3 kids that are in school, so the more money for schools, fantastic. But just make sure you know what you're losing at the same time. So if you're a residential homeowner and you own property outside of a primary residence or ever have any intention of owning additional property, this is something you want to be aware of. Because it could affect you deeply and it could cost you a lot of money, not knowing exactly what's happening out there. So if you have additional questions, comment below. I'm happy to address them. Feel free to contact me directly. Either way, I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and we'll see you again soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.